Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty interesting stuff to go and talk about over here, where it does seem like we might actually have some brand new PlayStation hardware that actually might be getting leaked. We also have some brand new news in regards to the big controversy going on over here when it comes to the PlayStation 5 Portable, and that's kind of heating up in the news a little bit more when it comes to all of this big, PlayStation VR talk, all the actual consoles actually finally being sold out, and of course how well the Switch is doing, and a lot of really cool gaming news and a really big $600 million huge Amazon deal. So I'm going to talk about this, talk about a bunch of random stuff, and I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. As well, if you guys are brand new, and make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the brand new Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. We also do have the how links down below for the very last day of the Samsung promotion, if you guys want to go and sign up and check that on out, all for free. And we also have the Amazon links and Target links too as well, and let's go and dive into the video. So very first and foremost, as you guys may or may not know, when it comes to hardware stuff, it's kind of been a big topic as of today. We'll probably have another update too as well when it comes to the big Sony kind of issues and problem-solving stuff that we actually had some statements on, where we're also now seeing some brand new leaks, if you guys can see on this one, of potential new colors for the DualSense Sense. So basically the controllers, and as well, whenever we've had brand new controller colors, we've also seen brand new hardware colors too as well. And the two that have apparently been leaked so far has seen metallic gray and metallic red. So basically, if you guys go to the warranty site for PlayStation, the PlayStation Direct, and then fill out all the details, there's actually a drop-down menu, which I can show you guys here in a second, that shows all of the controller, basically, colors. So in this menu, you could actually select all the different colors and the DualSense have released, including the God of War controller. So as of that, there's actually been two colors that have not been officially released as of yet, which is metallic gray and metallic red, and as well, these options have been apparently there for months, but when they first saw it, I just thought it was an error and would get removed soon, but they checked, and they basically still saw this. So you guys want to go check this out, they actually have all these. Just basically, if you go on the website, you look at the PlayStation outside panels and all of that in between, you basically have all these various options over here. So as you guys can see, these have these brand new metallic gray and metallic red, which in theory, if that also follows up from all the other various consoles, that probably means we'll also have an update on the outside console facing too, because that's always been a one-to-one parallel. So kind of nifty and kind of cool to go and see. That does seem like that's being leaked, just overall in general. Now as well, we've also been seeing some intriguing news too as well, a bunch of other random genuine leaks too as well. Now this kind of comes into just a bunch of more gaming news / leaks / whatever, where number one, we've been seeing more news when it comes to Game Informer, funny enough, having an article discussing on the Resident Evil 4 remake, where they said they were highly impressed. They said Capcom is nailing the remakes thus so far with its scares and the action. There's also a lot of brand new details, weapons, enemies, buffs, mechanics, and more, and they just did a lot. And they were, for some reason, they wanted to do the remake originally too. You'd have multiple different weaponries, you have basically different types of commands too. There's no health bar, but she's damaged, she'll have to be revived. There's side quests, there's new mobs, new enemies. It blends very well and it plays very well. And it's kind of nice to see, because as of recently, we've been seeing a lot of games that have had a very mediocre reception so far. Not been the funnest thing to go and see. You see these games that are getting hyped up, and then everyone's like, what is this? A Scorn, maybe even a Forspoken. So it's kind of nice to see that so far the initial impressions in terms of the game feedback loop, and kind of progress still has been feeling really nice. Now as well, in case you guys are also kind of curious on the Hogwarts Legacy, it does seem like the review embargo will be lifting on February 6th so far. So you guys will probably see a lot of reviews, a lot of content. And if you guys also remember that same controversy when it comes to Forspoken, typically when we go and see games that don't have an embargo, don't give out early access or press codes or whatever, it does lead to a lot of issues where people might think it may not be optimized or the game may be a lot more mediocre. And I just think at how much they've actually shown so far of the Hogwarts Legacy game, that it's going to be probably a good game. They've shown a lot of genuine quests. They've shown end game stuff. They've shown open world stuff, character creation stuff, and everything in between. So it does kind of seem like they're going to have some pretty good vibes going on with it. So far, everything I've seen so far has been good, besides all the controversy going on with it. But at the end of the day, it's just a very intriguing game to see. So are you guys going to go play it? Are you guys going to pick it on up? Let me know down below. Now, we actually had some other interesting big news too as well when it comes to EA in regards to Star Wars, where now Star Wars Jedi Survivor is now arriving as of April 28th with this official press statement. For the last 3 years, the Jedi team here at Respawn has poured its collective heart and soul into Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We're proud to say that the next chapter in the tale of Cal Kestis is content complete. So basically right now they're focusing on making sure the final game is good, bug fixes, enhanced performance, stability, polish, and everything in between. And as well, it's also the direct response to the feedback from the community, delivering expansive destinations to explore, evolved combat and traversal, and of course, the continuation of Cal and BD's story. So basically they want to go and have this up. They added another 6 weeks to the release schedule, just to basically make sure everything's all fine-tuned and good. It's not like a whole year delayed, not like 6 months. So at this day, I'd probably give this a thumbs up. I'd rather the game be good and have that nice little finishing, polishing touches, and I'm sure I'd trust them. I mean, if it's getting close, sometimes just need like an extra few weeks. You don't want to overwork the devs. All around pretty cool. Now, so kind of a bigger one too as well. Amazon has reportedly bought the rights to Tomb Raider franchise for $600 million. Now, I'm not really sure why so many people always want to keep on selling Tomb Raider. It kind of seems like these companies basically do like one good movie, or maybe 2 good movies, and then maybe 1 video game, and then they typically go and try to sell it. Like they know the franchise is valuable, just no one really knows how to milk it for a long period of time, or can maintain it. So it looks like Amazon has now reportedly bought the rights to Tomb Raider franchise for the grand sum of $600 million. So Amazon has also their own, don't forget, their like TV network or show network. So maybe be expecting maybe a new show for it, maybe for some Amazon Prime members, maybe they're trying to get some new games going on with Twitch and those integrations. We're not really sure, but it does seem cool. So basically, Embracer Group just sold their Tomb Raider rights to Amazon for a deal that we can exclusively reveal that's at a $600 million overall package, making it Amazon's second biggest purchase after purchasing the television rights for The Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power, which was mediocre but not bad. The site appears to have a solid insight into Amazon's TV offerings, as it correctly predicted several early Rings of Power plot points too as well. So basically, like they have a connection, they know what's going on, they've had like these deals already as is. So, good stuff, good stuff. Now, while the source doesn't specify, state the currency, we're seeing the figures in the USD because it's an Amazon-based, it's a company, it's a United States company. As well, we're not really sure if it means for the games, movies, TV shows, merch, or only film and TV rights, though, but it is a lot of money, and we'd probably assume you can probably make some sort of new show, or some sort of new movie, or anything in between. But yeah, I'm very, very intrigued on this nonetheless to see if they make a game, make a movie, or make everything all in between, but for $600 million, that's a pretty big penny. Now, the kind of like for a big topic on this too as well, as we've been kind of seeing with the PlayStation VR 2 in the news a lot, it kind of goes to show that the PlayStation has kind of a lot of this interest in these secondary markets. And as well, with the Switch has been doing, well, pretty good in terms of sales. So now a lot more folks are trying to push for the idea that the PlayStation handheld, like the next future PSP, or PS Vita, or PS5 Vita, whatever you guys want to go call it, is pretty much the perfect time to go and do it as of now. With the PlayStation 5 already a massive hit, and Nintendo focused entirely on the Switch, there's never been better time for Sony to return to handheld gaming. I know Sony has a lot going on with what the PS5 being the best fast-selling console ever, and the cutting-edge PlayStation VR set just a few weeks away, but it kind of seems like a lot of folks, and even this writer of the article, whatever, basically said that is just sad because they don't have a handheld yet. They did really cool handheld stuff before with like the PSP, etc., and then it had pretty okay reception. And of course, we have the Nintendo Switch as an alternative. So basically, they're saying like all these other things like the Analog Pocket sold out instantly, Steam Deck's doing very, very well, and a lot of folks are enjoying the Steam Deck and liking it. And at the end of the day, like they're kind of thinking, whoa, a lot of these games that have been available on the PlayStation would do very, very well either on mobile or on like a mobile console. They also even saw that PlayStation recently partnered with a company called Backbone to make a DualSense themed controller grip for iPhone, which we made a video on a while back, specifically to make these and play these games remotely. So it's kind of like they have it clearly in their head. So basically, they just want Sony to be on top of this. They want to travel the world. They want to make sure they have really good batteries and specs and everything between. They want to go and actually have people like playing games like Returnal and all that type of stuff. So while a lot of folks have been kind of hyped up for the PlayStation VR 2, I myself am very kind of apprehensive just on the price point, but as well, I think people are excited for it. They want to play it. They want to enjoy it. They want to do everything in between. The one bigger struggle I would go and say is that handheld stuff almost seems like it's almost a pure Switch niche right now. And of course, we also had other types of PlayStation things, but they didn't really do so hot over time. So I want to know you guys, like we have all the other hardware leaks. Are you guys kind of excited for when it comes to maybe a future PSP? We have heard a little baby bit of rumors in terms of like copyright filings and all that there might be some sort of a PlayStation 5 portable. We've also seen brand new mobile listings and mobile hires and mobile creative leads, but at the same time, we still have never actually seen a proper like leak or like a proper huge like this is coming the next few years, because I'm sure they're probably focusing on the DualSense controller as of like these past few days, and as well the PlayStation VR 2. So would you guys want a PlayStation Portable? Would you guys care? Would you guys not care? And let me know what store you guys like down below. We'll maybe have one more video all throughout today. Make sure you guys check out the How link down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target links with the Amazon links and everything in between. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. We'll have a lot more videos probably these next few days too as well. And I love you guys.